Did you know that bananas are berries, but strawberries are not? Quite a surprise, isn't it? Let's unpack this. In botany, fruits are the mature ovaries of flowering plants, and berries are fruits that develop from a single ovary of a single flower, including the entire fruit structure. And guess what fits this description? That's right, bananas. Despite their unique shape and peel ability, they're classified as berries, growing from one ovary of one flower. Now, strawberries may seem like typical berries with their red hue and visible seeds, but each tiny speck we see as a seed is actually an ovary, each capable of producing a separate fruit, making strawberries aggregate fruits, not berries. In this botanical showdown, bananas reign as true berries, while strawberries, despite appearances, don't cut it. It's an interesting twist, isn't it? So botanically speaking, bananas are indeed berries, while strawberries are not. A fun fact for your next trivia night or breakfast pondering. Ever heard of a war that lasted only 38 minutes? You're not off the mark. This brief battle transpired between the British and Zanzibar on the 27th of August, 1896. The trigger was a disagreement over the rightful Sultan of Zanzibar. The British, deeply in the region, were displeased with the new Sultan, Khalid bin Bargash. This led them to take action. British warships delivered a swift and overpowering attack on the palace. The onslaught was too much for Khalid, who soon realized he was outnumbered and outgunned. After a mere 38 minutes, he waved the white flag of surrender. This moment marked the conclusion of the shortest recorded war in history. It's a fascinating fact. In the time it takes to watch an episode of your favorite sitcom, an entire war was waged and ended. In less time than it takes to watch a sitcom, a war was started and finished. What do you call a group of flamingos? You might be wondering. It's not a flock or a gaggle. It's a flamboyance, a term that perfectly articulates the captivating charm of these vibrant birds. With their radiant pink feathers and unique one-legged posture, flamingos indeed know how to draw attention. Their collective behavior amplifies this spectacle, creating a captivating sea of pink that's hard to overlook. But why flamboyance? The term comes from the word flamboyant, denoting something remarkably bold or showy. And there's nothing more audacious or impressive than a flamboyance of flamingos, standing tall and beautiful against their natural backdrop. The term flamboyance captures the distinctive aura of these brilliant birds, contributing to the vibrant tapestry of nature. It is indeed an extravagant show put on by nature herself. So next time you see a group of flamingos, remember, you're witnessing a flamboyance. Did you know the Eiffel Tower can grow taller during the summer? This might sound like an urban legend, but it's true. The reason behind this is a phenomenon referred to thermal expansion. Now, breaking it down, thermal expansion is tendency of objects to change shape, size, and volume when the temperature fluctuates. The principle is simple. Heat causes expansion, cold induces contraction. The Eiffel Tower, predominantly built of iron, is not exempt from this principle. So, when Paris is basking in the summer heat, the iron in the tower expands. This phenomenon causes the tower to stretch up to an astonishing 15 centimeters. That's comparable to the size of a small ruler. However, as winter arrives and temperatures plummet, the iron contracts. Consequently, the tower returns to its original size. Therefore, the Eiffel Tower, contrary to popular opinion, isn't a static entity. It transforms as the seasons change, reflecting the dynamic nature of the city it symbolizes. So the Eiffel Tower isn't just a static structure, it changes with the seasons. Imagine a food that never spoils. Honey is just that. A sweet, timeless delight, honey is naturally equipped to remain in pristine form for millennia. Its secret to longevity lies in its low moisture content, acidic pH, and hydrogen peroxide, creating an unwelcoming home for bacteria. With proper sealing, honey can virtually last forever, unspoiled and ready for consumption. Archaeologists have uncovered ancient Egyptian honey, over 3,000 years old, still in edible condition. Imagine that. Honey from Pharaoh's era could potentially sweeten your morning beverage today. Regardless of its storage place, be it a modern kitchen or an ancient tomb, honey defies time. In the world of food, honey truly is eternal. What if your flight lasted only 90 seconds? Picture hopping onto a plane, finding your seat, and before you've fully acclimated to your surroundings, you're already gearing up for landing. This isn't fiction, but an actual experience for passengers embarking on the world's shortest scheduled commercial flight. This unique flight, managed by Loganair, bridges the gap between the Scottish islands of Westray and Papa Westray in the Orkney Islands. The proximity of these two islands is remarkably close, allowing one to easily spot the other, creating an ideal path for a swift traverse over the water. The flight is incredibly fast that preparing the aircraft for takeoff often surpasses the actual flight duration. This peculiar journey has evolved into a significant tourist attraction, drawing adventurers globally. Hence, should you ever find yourself vacationing in the Orkney Islands, you have the opportunity to experience the world's shortest flight. Ever heard of a creature that can live forever? Let's explore the world of the Turritopsis dohrnii, a jellyfish with an incredible trait. Known as the immortal jellyfish, it holds a unique survival strategy. Unlike most jellyfish that perish after maturity, the Turritopsis dohrnii thrives on. When faced with harm or stress, it doesn't succumb. Instead, it initiates a cellular revamp, regressing to its immature polyp state, and essentially begins its life cycle anew. This extraordinary mechanism allows it, barring disease or predation, to potentially live indefinitely, oscillating between adult and juvenile phases. It is a marvel of nature, a creature that in the face of adversity chooses rejuvenation over defeat. The Turritopsis dohrnii, with its peculiar ability to restart its life, is a true emblem of immortality. In the animal kingdom, the Turritopsis dohrnii truly has a unique claim to immortality. Did you know that bats are the only mammals capable of sustained flight? It's true. Flying squirrels? They're gliders, not flyers. They use skin flaps to catch air and glide from one tree to another, but lack the ability for true flight. Bats are different. Evolution blessed them with wings in place of arms, and their light bodies are perfectly suited for an airborne lifestyle. Their wings, a marvel of nature's design, consist of a flexible membrane stretched over elongated bones, facilitating intricate mid-air maneuvers. Bats are nocturnal, using echolocation to navigate and hunt in darkness. They emit high-frequency sounds, which echo off objects, helping them gauge the object's location and distance. They also greatly contribute to our ecosystem by pollinating plants and controlling insects. So, when it comes to flying mammals, bats truly are in a league of their own. Can you think of a word without a vowel? This question is quite the puzzle, wouldn't you agree? The complexities and intricacies of the English language are nothing short of astounding. And amongst these complexities, we stumble upon surprises that leave us intrigued, puzzled, and perhaps even a bit amazed. One such marvel is the longest word in the English language that doesn't possess a traditional vowel. Can you guess what it is? The word in question is rhythms. An odd choice, don't you think? Despite not having a single A, E, I, O, or U, this 7-letter word exists, and it's not as rare as you might imagine. But how is this possible? As you may already know, English has a knack for surprising us. It has a little secret. The letter Y, usually a consonant, can occasionally act a vowel, and in rhythms, it performs this role marvelously. When it comes to fulfilling the vowel role, Y steps up to the plate, allowing the pronunciation of the word to flow smoothly, almost like a rhythm itself. It's a fascinating quirk of our language, wouldn't you agree? This just goes to show the flexibility of English, bending and twisting its own rules to accommodate all sorts of words. And thus, rhythms stands as a unique word in the English language. Did you know that some cats can be allergic to humans? Yes, you heard it right. Cats, our adorable feline friends, can sometimes have allergic reactions to human dander. It's a rare phenomenon, but it does happen. Just like how some of us start sneezing or get watery eyes around cats, the same can happen to them around us. It's the protein in our skin cells that some cats can react to. They can start showing symptoms like excessive grooming, scratching, or even respiratory issues like coughing or wheezing. Just imagine a cat sneezing because of you. It might sound unbelievable, but it's scientifically proven. Veterinarians and researchers have documented cases and studies to back this up. So next time your feline friend starts acting a bit off around you, remember, they could be having an allergic reaction. So it's not just humans who can be allergic to cats. The reverse can be true as well.